So, welcome back. I haven't been here for a very long time, you guys, but I am back for a Wrestlepalooza video. I do have a Disney Plus with the Hulu and ESPN one, only because I wanted to watch Stephanie's Place. And then I was about to cancel my Disney, and then I was like, oh my god, Wrestlepalooza's on ESPN. So I had to pay 14 extra dollars. In total, came out to 31 bucks for the subscription. It was literally not worth it. I feel like we could have seen this on a Monday Night Raw. Um, so I know it's been a while since I've done a video, and yeah, not gonna lie, I just had to work, and then it was a new job, so I had to learn everything. But now I think I might be back. I'm not too sure. We're gonna see what's happening. As far as I know, I'm only making this video because not everyone's sure if reactions are gonna be taken down because ESPN and Disney like to take down everything. Happened, but it felt like the Cody and John Cena match all over again. When Cody and John Cena first fought, it felt like John Cena was a little like oh rusty, like what are you doing? And then they had a rematch, and then all of a sudden it was better. I feel like this Brock Lesnar and John Cena match was absolutely a whole lot of nothing and a whole lot of F5s or whatever F's it's called. Um, Not to say that the wrestling was bad, but like I've said before in other TikToks, I have never watched Brock Lesnar wrestle, and I was just like, does he have any other moves besides that? And my boyfriend had let me know like that's his finisher. I'm like, oh, well, does he know any other moves besides doing a whole lot of those? And then the poor referee got it. And it's just like, ever since the start, John Cena had no chance in that fight. And it will be disappointing for me personally if they have to waste another date and match on Brock Lesnar. I don't want to see any more of Brock Lesnar personally. If all I'm gonna see more of the F whatevers, I don't want to see him anymore. Um, I want different opponents. But if it's gonna have to be with John Cena's like, I have to beat him, I just can't go, like without beating him, okay, John, I'll let you have it. But I really don't want to see any more Brock Lesnar. That match was totally a whole lot of tomatoes, in my opinion. Um, Upcoming on another match, which was the Usos versus the Bronze. I feel like that was a whole lot of nothing as well. I thought there was gonna be like more shenanigans or like something was wrong with LA Knight. Nothing was wrong with LA Knight. I just feel like this man was like walking around the ring slow or like not taking the referee job as serious. Um, and props to him for giving Jimmy Uso the okay to use the chairs. Then everybody had permissions to use chairs and tables allegedly. But I feel like that match was okay. It was alright. I really have nothing else to say, you guys. I thought it was gonna be a whole lot of like craziness in it, but it was, my opinion, a whole lot of nothing again. Um, I don't know, you guys. It goes from, you know, Jay outside and then he goes inside with the chair. Next thing you know, he hits Braun and then he throws a chair at the other Braun and then he's busted open. I'm like super confused. I'm like, what the hell? How did he get busted open? And in my thoughts, I thought that they were faking the blood again. I thought, he just had blood all of a sudden. I didn't see that he actually busted open his head from hitting Braun Breaker. And I don't remember. I think they did replay it, but in my original reaction, I was just like, how did he just get blood on his face all of a sudden? And then he's just throwing the chair at the other dude. Where did the blood come from? But unfortunately, Jay Uso did get a chair to the face. He might have had a little concussion as well. I don't know if that match was meant to end like that or if they're gonna go a little longer because I don't know if they ended it early because blood was showing or color was showing, um, or anything else. But the ending was okay. It wasn't the best. I did find when Braun Bronson Reed did get up on the ring post again, and then Jay hit him with the chair and he fell back down. I was like, man, this dude barely got up again and he's back down. I want to know if anyone else also clocked that Mr. Jay Uso was doing Jada Parker's little breaking thing after I think she runs to someone on the ring post. He did the same thing and then same move. I don't know. Is that further proof that they're together or doing each other's moves maybe? Um but yeah, honestly, you guys, I could have wished we seen more of Jimmy Uso. I don't know what it is, y'all. I feel like Jimmy Uso has a lot of potential to talk, potential to wrestle more, but other than that, the second tag team match, it was okay. That match, well, we did have Miss Stephanie Vacquay versus Io Sky. Let me tell you guys something. I don't know. Usually I'm all for Miss Stephanie. I'm like, oh my gosh, this girl's gonna win. I don't know. I thought Kyrie and Asuka were gonna come out to help Io win, and then it was gonna be a mommy run-in, but we did not get any of that. So all is well. I'm glad there was no shenanigans to begin with. Um, but I thought maybe it could be too soon that Stephanie was on the main roster. They wouldn't give her the belt. I was wrong. I was wrong. I do love the fact that those two were beefing it out. Crowd was a little dead in the beginning, but then after a couple more, they started cheering and everything. Did give Stephanie the belt. Miss Girl deserves that corkscrew, you guys. I've only seen that move like one other time, and she pulled it out. I was like, oh my god. And she actually hit Io Sky like perfect landing, because you know how sometimes people land like either too far or a little bit too short. That girl hit it perfectly. Okay, let me tell you, that was a 10 out of 10 corkscrew that I've seen in my entire life. um but yeah, I'm glad there was no shenanigans, no Asuka. Asuka, no Rhea Ripley. And of course, towards the end, the girls had a good shake. It was a little heartfelt moment when they were shaking on the ring and then they both bowed to each other. Oh my god, trying to sign of respect to both ladies. They absolutely killed it. And then Stephanie went out of the ring and then went to her dad and gave him a hug and he held the belt. That was so beautiful, beautiful moment. Okay, because I think they were saying in commentary ever since the beginning of when she was younger, they supported her wrestling throughout the entire life. Congratulations to you, Stephanie. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw. Hopefully, we do end up. I'm personally looking forward more to an Asuka and Stephanie match, because I do know that in one of the interviews that she's had, Stephanie says that I named my cat after Asuka and my dream opponent, one of them is Asuka. So I can't wait to see whatever's gonna happen if they ever do that. I won't mind Mommy and Stephanie at the same time either, but looking forward a little bit more towards a different opponent besides Mommy. Mixed tag match. I feel like that one should have been a main event in my opinion. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss. Love myself some Miss AJ Lee, CM Punk. The gear was beautiful. AJ looked absolutely beautiful as well. And yeah, she may be a little bit of ring rust, but overall, AJ was 10 out of 10. I do know when she did her, did the submission move, there was a little bit of rust on there, and then she got Seth, and she killed it ever since then. That's all I have to say. It was funny seeing Seth and Becky's gear. The purple stuff kind of made him look like SpongeBob. That SpongeBob meme, when he was in the hat and that purple little cape. Um, But yeah, other than that, it was funny seeing some of the moves miss when Seth was like benching Becky and then he threw her. He meant to land on CM Punk, but he moved out of the way and she fell. Like, oh shit. They're gonna have a fight later about that. And then obviously there's freaking that nasty spot that Becky threw AJ on the other table, and it was so cute how CM Punk went to go check on, AJ Lee after the spot. That was so cute. Other than that, I do wish it got a little bit more nasty because Seth Rollins was literally dragging around AJ and then freaking making her fall. He got one of her legs and then you know threw him out and she fell on her face. Like, someone needs to handle that man. Someone needs to be dealt with. They need to deal with that man because the amount of times that he's done that stuff to AJ and then Becky Lynch has gotten free. And we all know that Punk says that he does not hit women. If he does, that makes him a hypocrite. But it's okay to be a hypocrite, Punk. It's okay to hit some ladies, sometimes for wrestling purposes. Um, I do wish he would have hit a GTS on Becky Lynch, not gonna lie. That match was a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. The couples moves on each other was amazing. The timing was perfect for every one of them. I'm glad freaking AJ Lee got that submission and Becky tapped out. Um and I can't wait to see what else is gonna happen. Miss AJ Lee snapped, okay, when she hit the stomp on Mr. Seth Rollins himself. That was good. But yeah, overall that match was absolutely amazing. I have no complaints on it. That was a good match compared to the first two, in my opinion. I can't wait to see what else is gonna happen with AJ Lee returning and what next is for all of those. Maybe they'll run it back again. Who knows? Like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing that one again. Um, but yeah, you guys, I absolutely love the mixed tag matches. I have seen, like clips from TikTok of past tag matches, and I just hope WWE like does that in the future. Or at least, if they don't, that's kind of a bummer. But I do love seeing like other wrestlers interact with one another. And I wouldn't mind being tag matches being a regular thing. Like I said, you could also get Bianca and Montez as a tag match. That's all I gotta say. Um, Lastly, we do have the Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. I will say time and time again, I love me some Drew McIntyre. um, yeah, you guys, ever since I got into WWE, ever since I've got into WWE, Drew McIntyre, it's a fine man right there. Um, like I said, I think he is just a good bad guy. And honestly, no one else, well, I don't know about no one else, but no one plays good enough heel as he does, but I just think overall, no one plays as good of a heel as he does, or he does. Um, a man with long, luscious hair, absolutely washboard abs, who also looks good in some blue jeans and cowboy boots. What I gotta say. I really did wish Drew would have won because we have not seen Cody in a little bit because he's been streaming. He's been filming for Street Fighter, the movie. Um, and he did win. I just hope that he doesn't disappear. Because if Cody disappears again, that's kind of a little lame. I'd rather be the belt be on somebody that is in the company and active. Um, but if Cody is gonna be around and present, congratulations for winning, Cody. I'm not gonna lie, I just want Drew to win something. Drew has been taking pins and everything. I just think after that CM Punk brawl, the rivalry, I thought Drew would have been skyrocketed into one of the main events again. However, it was like he got downplayed a little bit, and I do wish for the man to be up there with the top stars because that's what he deserves, okay? um but overall, we all know Drew McIntyre is gonna be all like, the ref screwed me on Monday. So maybe we'll get another Cody and Drew, or maybe Drew will be actually on a good other rivalry with someone in the main event. I don't know. But that is just a guess. For Wrestlepalooza, it was not worth my $31. And I do know when it came to like other communities, they're like, oh my god, what? You guys are getting ads for paying $31 or $30? Yes, you guys, because on the Disney website itself, I don't know what it said on ESPN, $31, that is with ads on like the whole bundle, and then the freaking 48 or something without ads. And I was not about to pay $48. Um, but I did pay extra money to watch Wrestlepalooza on ESPN. Was it worth it? No, it was not. You guys took my money. You bald headed ass. um Overall, I feel like it could have been on a Monday Night Raw or something, because there is no way that SmackDown was doo doo just for this thing to be doo doo again. Monday Night Raw better be better than this. That's all I gotta say, you guys. Um, I do have Surfshark VPN. Shout out to Santi, but I didn't use it because when I use Surfshark, even just to watch SmackDown, it does get pixelated. So I don't want to risk having pixelated, PLE. And, I'm over here streaming it to two other people, my Discord, and I'm gonna be freaking so mad that if I got pixelated versus Palooza, and then I'm gonna hear two more people yapping and yapping and complaining about pixelation on my side, I didn't want to do it. So I just got versus Palooza on ESPN Unlimited. I don't know. I might just cancel it and go to Surfshark and just pray that pixelation goes away. As well as there was that Tiffany, Nia Jax, and Jade Cargill match that did get pulled because Tiffany was in recovery. I'm not looking forward to that on SmackDown. I'm not looking forward to it, and I am not looking forward to it because the same three people in rotation over and over again. Give me a new SmackDown girl. Bianca, get yourself home. Get home. The kids miss you. Take someone's belt off of them, because I'm tired of seeing these three over and over again. She's beaten both of them times and time before, and I just want it to be over with because I just want to know what other new thing is gonna happen for the three of them. Um, but yeah, it's just a whole lot of stuff going on with that. So I believe for even from freaking Friday, Jade was supposed to move from the spot, and a lot of people are blaming Jade for moving for the spot, and she should have catched Tiffany But I feel like the spot was for Tiffany to fall, but not take that much of a hard fall. And I think that just in general, that wrestling move needs to be retired because isn't there a track record of people not catching Tiffany, and then a track record which could be the first one of her not landing the move. So yeah, a lot of people are saying that they're not gonna put Jade Cargill in the main event ever again because of what happened. I hope that is not the case because the case is that Jade was supposed to move out of the way. Um, but yeah, I wish we could have seen it on Wrestlepalooza. Maybe it could have been like to make up for the first crappy matches on Wrestlepalooza. But overall, it was not worth the $30, the $31. Um, and normally I do sleep in. It was not worth waking up for. Not gonna lie, I could have watched this a little bit later. Congratulations, at least for Miss Stephanie McMahon for making the Hall of Fame 2026 as she should. Maybe Triple H might induct her. Maybe it'll be someone else. I'm not too sure. Um, that's another positive that came out of Wrestlepalooza. But overall, I'm gonna have to rate Wrestlepalooza like a maybe like a 5, or I wanted probably a 5 or a 4. Giving it 6 would be too generous out of 10. Um, but yeah, you guys, I decided to make this video because allegedly ESPN and Disney do take down videos and reactions that deal with them. Um, I don't know, until I see other people posting, then I might post my reactions, but if not, it's just a YouTube video for now, buddies. Feel free to follow my socials, like, comment, or subscribe. What you guys thought of Wrestlepalooza? If you guys liked it, didn't like it, did you guys use a VPN, or did you guys spend money like I did? But yeah, let me know in the comments, and see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.